And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. We are accustomed to seeing close, hard-fought games in this series, but last time they met, it was only the Seminoles doing the punching as they knocked out Miami.
Man, and they were throwing haymakers, they were throwing combinations, and Miami had no answer for it. Right from the opening bell, David, Florida State jumped all over.
And you got to brag about it for a year, and it is so sweet. In-state, the state of Florida, both so talented, 5 stars everywhere in that state, all of them looking at this game. Can they do it again?
Now they'll run it to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Good shit, G.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long.
Come on now. Pick up offense.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Breaks
That's
into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done work.
Great
you
run.
handle the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option.
Yeah, G.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here.
That's how we need it.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Makes the catch. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it still on his feet. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down.
Give me a
strike complete.
We'll take that.
the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, no! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Defense should be plenty ready to get up out of there with it.
So Miami's offense will have its first possession
a
of
lot
the
of
game.
killers right there.
And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The sure hands, it's Brady.
I'll get that ball out of there.
Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Good defense.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, that had such big implications.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old. Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down.
Fuck no.
Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Running behind that left side. And
too aggressive, too early.
Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Too aggressive,
and once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Good shit, JC.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I tell you what, when the offense doesn't show a threat to throw the ball to certain guys, it makes it a lot easier to defend. I like it when you slip in a little pass to the fullback where he can get some yards after the catch, have a nice positive game for your offense.
Leaves it with the running back.
Good defense, good blitz
call.
call.
Stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but
oh my God, what the fuck? Man, where'd you don't catch him?
Touchdown,
man.
James. Great job by the back on the option.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Block him.
Room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
Can't give up big play defense.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back.
Work, kill. Oh, good tackle.
Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air.
Oh, no.
That's reeled in. It's Averill. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
Yeah, we like that, though.
Did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be,
we better
that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going forward on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Where that came from? Where that came from? Okay.
And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the left side. Oh, he's got
get that kill. You can't catch you, kill. Yeah, he can't catch you, Phil.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like
home
that.
run hitter.
He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Put that dude's boots out, boy. Looking to kill something. Holding that bitch.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Some way, somehow,
They're
we're
set
trying
to
to
kick
get
it
the
off.
high
Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense
They've been
comes
in
on the
a long
field?
while since 2013. They need to come make a visit.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go.
They get
The defense.
And it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Pressure, boy.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Bringing the heat.
Fuck no.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Watch that screen. Bump.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Canes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peace. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Look like it.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down.
Look like it.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, no! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be.
Trying to have the greatest
football.
wide receiver.
That's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in.
Definitely going
because coverage is going to be great.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
He was in. 2 in, 2. That's NFL. He ready for the league. He ready for the league. Got 2 in. He ready for the league. He ready for the league.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Cal. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air.
No, that's not it. He did. He did. That's a book.
Pulls it in on the right.
That's supposed to be
a
a book.
Down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Took a shot at my young bull, man. Gotta make that play.
They're down to the 35 on first and 10.
Make the play.
Give to the fullback.
No, we can't let that ride.
Maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for a loss. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Hand off to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it, the only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a
that ain't it, though.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10.
Oh, they tried to go quick on us.
Snagged in the middle. It's Valentine. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Oh, they trying to get a field goal.
And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man in the middle.
Good shit, JC.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sticks it in his belt.
No, sir.
Tried to fight his way forward,
no, sir.
but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air.
No, sir.
They'll run the screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He splits the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Oh, we are there. We are, okay.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pulls it in. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snagged out of the air. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Kyers in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop.
JC, go get that.
I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive.
Breaks into the open. The defense got
Keep saying
caught
no
that
big
time,
plays,
and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give them a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Can we pick that?
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Canes are marching down the field.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Good shit, freshman.
The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout.
That's the freshman. That's the freshman. Get out of there, boy. Get out of there, boy.
He's at the 40.
Get out of there.
And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Let's go, boy. Way to make them pay. It's a freshman.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Right on time.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here's the pressure.
Good defense.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Wants to throw again. A strike downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
No, what are we doing? I'm about to say.
That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Come here. Yes, sir. That's a sack.
Pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Go.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
He dropped the cone on me.
I don't know that there's a harder position in
He dropped the
football
cone on me,
than
okay.
quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, great read. Good throw, B.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Don't get back there. We might got some of those. If that safety think he can
Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Cook. Yeah, you cook.
All kinds of room to throw
Easy
that
read.
one in there. Touchdown, Florida State.
Easy read.
And they take it in for 6 more points. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Hauls it in down the sideline. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think there's room to run to the right here. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Right back to the well. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
Good throw. Way to stay in that
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The Noles are on the move. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Good run,
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. Gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! No! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big fullback's got it.
Not in it, G.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. fullback's got it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass.
Wow.
Holds it in on the left. Finds some room. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Here's the return from inside his 10.
Oh.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
That young man back there.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been...
Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Noles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw for it. Gets away. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
Protect the kid.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Who called a timeout?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it.
No, sir.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Working that left side now. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find something, it'll help their offense.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. In the middle, it's Little. Off to the races to the right.
Oh, wow.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the...
Wide open space. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the pummeling has started.
Damn victory formation.
That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets it out quickly. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. 42. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
Fires toward the end zone.
Give me a book.
And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll take another shot here.
Oh,
and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force it.
Deep shot for the end zone.
JC.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna throw it over the top of the knee. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Power football with the run. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
BTA, they started scoring some bullshit late. You at where it go? Okay, DK. Got them sorry ass Gators. Way to pull up on me. Sneed, way to pull up on me. Way to pull up on me. They will pull up on me. Okay, Mavis. Little freshman. Get some love. Okay, national player. Hey, freshman. Gotta travel to the swamp. We own these guys, though. Pretty much a lot look like. $108 for 2,000. 36 tubs. Why are you going to Duke, you scrub? Come pull up on me, man. You know I'm DBU. Pull up on me, man. Stop playing around. Stop playing around and pull up on me, man. I don't know how to tell you again. I will say the only other team to win a national championship besides us is these niggas. They won it the first year. Oh, they got a freshman quarterback? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. about to play these niggas again. Yeah, South Carolina ain't beating them. Either way. Damn, Ohio State ass. SEC got 8 ranked teams. What we got? 4. We got 3 top 10 though. We got 2 top 10. 1 top 10 team. Everybody else might be alright. We got 3 top 10 teams. So we ain't got as many ranked teams, but we got 3 top 10 teams. Probably gonna end up with three 10+ win teams, 3 11 win teams. We can have hella 10 win teams. Right now they got 4 SEC teams, 2 Big 12 teams, 3 ACC teams, 2 Big 10. Now, why I'm not winning head coach of the year, I have no idea why not. kind of crazy. Only reason we not taking this one home, cause Nick not a senior. Or this us. I don't know how my boy not number one. We got what, 2,000 yard rusher. What, 4,000 yard passer. He definitely protected. Way better than these niggas. North Texas, like, stop it. Like, stop disrespecting my coaches. The number 24 ranked Bulls coach is not better than ours. Stop it. The fact that our center not even on the map is complete bullshit. We taking everything home except for maybe 2 or 3. Ain't nothing wrong with that.